Well, credit. They finished better than we did. Their bullpen between McAveen and Kirian, both those guys were very good for them today. We had the opportunity, had the lead with not outs to go. A little frustrated with myself as a head coach. Got to do a better job of making sure we hold runners at second base better, and that's completely on me as the head coach. The stolen base in the seventh inning led to a sac fly to tie the ball game. We had an opportunity there in the seventh to go ahead, and we didn't do it. So just got to be able to do the little things. Louisville likes to run. They like to steal third base. We got to do a better job of holding runners. But that being said, they swung the bats very well today. I mean, they were very good offensively today. Neither starter got a deep start, so we had to turn it to the bullpen. I thought Weatherly and Jones threw the ball very well for us. Carson just got hit today. Carson's been very good for us all year long, and he had a tough outing today. And we made a run there at the end. Got a couple guys on base with Logan up there with a chance to tie it or keep it going, and just came up short. But overall, Louisville was the better team today, and we got to regroup. We got a tough week ahead of us with 5 baseball games.
Coach Askew has been pretty solid for you all season. Just an off day for him, you think?
Keyshawn threw strikes today. I just thought he got hit. Quite honestly, secondary stuff's got to get a little cleaner. Got to get guys off the fastball. I think that's the biggest thing right now is we got to be able to move the fastball in and out more. I think Louisville did a good job of zeroing in on the fastball away and using the whole field. And that was the difference, I think, today. So Keyshawn is going to continue to get better and better as he goes out there. But we got to get some teams off his fastball a little bit. I thought they were very aggressive to the fastball away and did a nice job of swinging the bat against him. Well, we got to change our looks a little bit more. We work on it an awful lot, but when the game's going on, base stealers when they steal third, they're going to sit on the looks of the pitcher. You're either going to go no look, one look, or two look, and they're going to sit on those looks. Every time you look at him, he's not going to move. And when you turn around and look at the catcher, they're going to bounce off. They're going to time you up based on your looks. So when we put signs on at second base and we're going like with a no look, for instance, we got to immediately go to the plate because they're going to time you up even when you don't look at them. And that's what happened today. They stole third a few times when we weren't looking, which is a good way to shut a base stealer down, but we can't hold the baseball on the mound. And that's coaching. We've got to do a better job of making sure our guys understand these guys like to steal third. So whatever looks we have on with a runner at second base, once you look at him, you got to go to the plate. You can't allow him to gain momentum and steal third base, and that's what happened today.
Monte, halfway through conference season now, how do you feel about where this team is now as you get to the second half?
A lot of positives. Certainly a lot of positives. Look at our starters. Our starters have done a nice job. I think our bullpen's done a nice job. Overall, we pitched very well. I think going into today, I think we were second in the league in pitching overall, ERA-wise. So a lot of positives on the pitching side. I feel like we're getting better defensively. I don't think we made an error this weekend. I could be wrong, but I thought our defense was solid this weekend, and it needs to be. Offensively, feel like we're in a pretty good place. We've been swinging the bats fairly well. We faced one of the best pitching staffs in the country, and we're able to score some runs off of them. We got to do a better job, in my opinion, for us to take that next step as a team. We've got to be able to compete in the back half of the games a little bit better when we face better relievers, when being able to move a runner over and get a runner in becomes critical in those high leverage situations on pitching and offensive side of things. We've got to be able to execute better offensively. That's something that, as a coach, we'll continue to address and work on. But we're sitting at the halfway point at 11-4. We've got 2 freshmen starting on the mound on the weekends. We've got a lot of young guys playing, and we've got some young guys and some older guys that are playing pretty well. So we're getting good at bats, quality at bats out of our offense. I feel like our defense is getting better. I feel like we're in a good spot, 24-8 overall. There's a lot of positives. And we got to find a way again to compete a little better on Sundays. I feel like on Sundays we've got to be better. There's a lot of clubs that like to be sitting at the halfway point in ACC play at 11-4. So I'm proud of our guys. I don't have too many negatives. But as a coach, I got to continue to address the items and the areas that we got to improve on, and just keep our confidence up, and hopefully we'll continue to get better.
Is it interesting to look at the future? You play so many young people, and you're sitting there 11-4. So usually the freshmen will struggle at the beginning of the year, not at the end of the year. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that the hardest thing for a head coach in a program like Clemson, when you have some young guys playing, is patience and expectations, right? They know the expectations of how we have to compete if we want to be one of the best teams in the league, one of the best teams in the country. So it's expectations are one thing, and it's also making sure that we're patient and that I'm patient with our younger guys and try not to put too much pressure on them as they continue to develop. So that's the balancing act, I think, as a head coach right now for me, that I got to make sure that I'm aware of, is just being patient with our guys, being confident with them, not getting frustrated myself at them, but expectations bring out sometimes that frustration. So I just got to balance that along with them, but try to take that pressure off of them and let them understand that just keep going out there and competing, and and we'll continue to get better.
Big game for your freshman James Parker today. How good was that to see? Give me some options with your lineup.
Well, we believe in James. I think there's a reason. I mean, you can see even up to this weekend, why do we play James? We've played James when Sharp pitches at third base. We bring him into the ball game because we think he's a good defender. He can play 3 spots in the infield, and he gives you competitive at-bats. He's a baseball player. I think that's about the simple way that I can describe him. He does a lot of things really, really well for us. I'm very, very proud of what James is doing for our team right now, and he's going to continue to get those opportunities, and he deserves them.
Coach, you played Grayson in left field this weekend.
Yeah.
Is that something you might see more of him in the outfield?
He looked pretty good out there, didn't he? Yeah, I'd say so.
Anything else? Thank you, Coach.
Yep.